新聞に載ってもいいんじゃないかぐらいやばいニュースが今年ありまして、なんとですね、今まで堅くなにレクリエーションを拒んでいたブルーがですね、ブルーボトルをアンドリューならしてもいいと。
So, any questions from your side?
Well, first off, いやもう大々的にちゃんと言ってますね。 Bring back the bottle って書いてあります。本当にこれ製造もうしてなかったじゃないですか。
Four colors, the traditional blue, and then this hunter green, like a Cadillac black matte, and then a cherry red wine. Japan should be shipping by October.
バキッとキャラクター強くて、でも上品で、でもポップス向けって感じで、ローのサポートがすごい。RA'Zチャンネルのサラです。さあ、NAMM 2026ガンガンいろんな商品を紹介しておりますが、続いて紹介したい会社はもうやばいです。大発表がある会社なんです。そちらはと言いますと、以前、動画で紹介しましたモンハイム社ですね。クレームの皆さん結構クレーム買いましたっていうメッセージめっちゃいただいたんですけど、ありがとうございます。もうアンドリューも大変喜んでおります。でモンハイム社がなんとやばいです。これもうごめんなさい、アンドリューさんはね本当に営業宣伝がうまくなくて、こんな大々ニュース新聞に載ってもいいんじゃないかぐらいやばいニュースが今年ありまして、なんとですね、今まで堅くなにレクリエーションを拒んでいたブルーがですね、ブルーボトルをアンドリューなら再製造してもいいと、もう権利を譲りまして、アンドリューがボトルを出すことになりました。ちょっと早速ブース行ってみましょう。もうこれすごいんで、皆さんお友達にもう言いまくってください。こちらです。じゃじゃじゃじゃじゃじゃーん、たらー。いやもう大々的にちゃんと言ってますね。 Bring back the bottle って書いてあります。本当にこれ製造もうしてなかったじゃないですか、しばらく。もうこれ伝説のマイクになっていたんですが、なんと、あちらにいらっしゃいます皆さんご存知の、アンドリューはもともとブルーの立ち上げの時に働いていた最初のエンジニアさんなんですけど、そこから自分でモンハイムを立ち上げてまた何年かして、こちらにあそこにちらっとおります、こちらが、ブルーの創設者マーティンズさんです。マーティンズと、またつながって、アンドリューならもうこのボトルをもう一回作ってもいいと信頼できるということで、2人がコラボして今回再リリースが決まりました。でカラーバリエーションもあるんですよ。こちらに青だけでなく赤、黒、緑から選べる。しかもこれ単なる緑じゃないですからね。見てくださいよ、この上品な緑。赤が一番エキゾチックですよ。もう見てください、この赤。このボトルはオリジナルのボトルと全く同じ音質で再設計をしているんですが、ちょっと大きかったっていう欠点がありましたので、いろんなサイズをちょっと試したらしいんですよ。どのぐらい小さくすれば便利で、なおかつ音を保ったまま再製造できるのかっていうことで完成したのがこの 81% かな、 81% か 2% のサイズ感で落ち着いたらしいんですよ。ちゃんとこう音質を保ったままちょっと小さくしてこの形で落ち着いたってことで、ただのレクリエーションではなくてもう一回中を全部設計し直して作ったということで、もう音がめっちゃ気になるんですよね。もう楽しみで仕方ありません。ただ音はちょっと今もう本当に今日発表されたばっかりなんで、音はちょっとまだ聞くことができないんですが、こちらブースにお邪魔しておりますので、ぜひアンドリューさんとブルーの創設者マーティンさんにお話を伺っていきたいと思います。 Let's go! Hi, Andrew and Martins. Thank you for having me at the booth.
Thank you for having us. Appreciate you.
First of all, yes, please tell us about Martins for my audience.
Martin's career is known worldwide in the audio industry. He's a great impact and significant designer and audio engineer and drummer. For many past tense for many years, but a phenomenal musician who's also one of the key designers in Blue Microphones, which he co-founded back in 1995. I had the pleasure and honor of working for Martins at the Blue Factory for a number of years, and this year we're honoring Martins with the recreation of the Bottle microphone. It is as close as possible to the original circuit, transformer, and power supply. We're going to be rolling out a whole series of capsules that will take the legacy of Martins long into the future.
So, any questions from your side?
Well, first off, I would like to know, how did this collaboration happen? Like, how did it start?
As Andrew said, he worked at Blue, and I highly valued his work, which of course for the first months it was not so good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. So he was under training.
yeah. But he was improving very fast, and also besides technical skills, he had good ears, which is very important for microphone manufacturing. And so now we are here.
Yeah.
A new recreation of Bottle.
So did you get any other offers from other companies to do the collaboration in the past?
I was not even considering. I was approached. I don't right now drop any names.
So for this Bottle release, is this really like the recreation of the original one, or is there any update to it? Or
the updates is the way we had to squeeze the original circuitry in smaller bottles, so we had to make one board another. It took some time, and actually only now we be able to settle for the final version of the PC board. It was not so easy, like you take the original form, paste on a computer, and then squeeze it smaller. It's much complicated.
Yeah.
And we, with the smaller format, we'll be doing a whole host of capsules. And with those capsules, it's really important that we have a strong top, because often over time, the original tension on the top was a service thing, something we would have to service. With the locking fixture on top, we look to have a whole host of different style and size capsules that will take us into like some new territory for the Bottle, where we can experiment with weight and not worry about the tension of the top fixture as well.
Is this just like a one-time collaboration, or are you thinking about more? Like,
it depends on my
with
lifespan,
him? Okay.
how much I'll still be on
The one thing about Martins is that he stays young, and I've always been able to talk to him about pretty much anything in the audio world, because he's genuinely intrigued as a musician and a designer and an engineer. He's constantly intrigued by what's out there, what's improving, what's regressing. He owns an incredible studio in Riga in Latvia, and it's a beautiful space for orchestral. So he's still using his ears, and so I think with that, as an engineer and still active, there's so many new things that you can do with that.
a lot of Japanese audience know about Andrew and they love his sound. So I want to know your opinion about his Monheim microphone products. What do you think?
Be honest.
Monheim Microphones, I think, is having the same problem almost every manufacturer is having, not to deliver it on time. Always, not always, but very often late. Because we want the best quality.
Exactly.
And not everything is made in-house. He is not making metal work at his place or some other smaller parts. And very often, especially recently, we receive bad parts. And that's how we want best quality, and therefore we sometimes delay the production.
Is this the same for the Bottle as well? You're doing all like handmade?
Everything handmade here in Southern California, in Los Angeles. I thought it would be a lot easier because we used to build them and run them at the factory floor. But he's so right, the world's changed, and like factories have changed. California has changed a lot. The access to materials has changed a lot, and cost. And so it's a different ball game playing manufacturing right now than it was like 15, 20 years ago. It's just changed a lot. And our kind of mantra or our ethos is quality parts. We don't like to sacrifice on things that don't improve the product or the experience for the user.
Martins is like your mentor, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So what's the biggest thing you learned from him?
I think to stay curious. It's a really healthy mindset to not be stagnated or over-opinionated with what you're doing, but to stay curious. And
Very good answer.
yeah, I think he lives in that mentality of like, you have to be curious what's going on, what's new, what's happening to be relevant. Martin's history with collaboration is probably one of the more important things because he'll teach the people around him that you have to work off of the people that you're working with. You can't stay in a box. You can be a catalyst in creation if you're using the parts around you, but relationships and like, this is very important in like research and development, like sales and outreach and design and recording. It's like if you don't have the mindset to collaborate or at least pull ideas and offer ideas, you're messed up. Ever since I've known him, he's a very calculated person, but he's never going to put up a wall to anyone. There's always a thoughtful mindset to a process, a creation, and you have a very strong opinion too. I remember we were listening to K47 capsules and we were arguing about the low end. It's two different generations of ears.
Yeah.
And the first bottle that he was referencing had a roll-off at about 100 hertz? 100 hertz for the consoles. 100 hertz. He's a drummer, but he's hearing low end differently on recording. K47 to him is not about being full and like rich, it's about being accurate. In my ears, it's full and rich, and accuracy was secondary to me. So it's two different mindsets. And so we had gotten samples that he had gone over to this factory and specified the samples for his ears, his experience, his work, because it was his factory. And he went to meet with the capsule manufacturer and we got them back and I said, it's missing low end. He's like, no. And I said, all right, it's your capsule, you're right.
So this bottle, you're the one mainly like making, but then Martin is listening constantly to check the sound.
Once we get these into production and get them shipping, I want to bring him in and start making something really cool.
I think I like the interview and it allowed me again to show my appreciation of Andrew's work, and I think it will go further very well.
This is an amazing opportunity to meet such a legend person in my life and show it to my audience.
And we're both very appreciative of the Japanese market and also Japanese engineers and musicians. It's a very proud culture and very artful and thoughtful.
Please tell me more about the bottle.
Four colors: the traditional blue, which everyone knows, and then this hunter green.
Beautiful.
Standard, like a Cadillac black matte, and then a cherry red wine.
So is this the identical sound?
Yes, yeah. It's the original transformer, the original power supply design, same circuit. So we're staying as close as possible to the original. As Martin said, when you're taking a larger format and you're making it smaller, it's not just shrinking it. There's a lot of variables that have to be factored in. So that was the biggest challenge, was taking it from a larger format to slightly smaller and still maintaining the integrity of the circuit, the noise floor, and the overall layout of the circuit board. Hit me with a reworded version of that question. How much smaller is it?
Thank you.
Yeah.
How much smaller?
So this is a 81% scale from the original model. And that was pretty carefully calculated. I had played with some dimensions and asked some engineers and producers what felt too small and too big. And we came up with this dimension, and it seems really comfortable for everybody. We got a lot of good feedback. So 81% scale. Don't tell anybody.
So tell me, do you recommend this microphone?
So the Bottle is long revered as a top-tier, high-end vocal microphone. Also incredible for drum overheads, orchestral. One of the stories that Martins always remembers is in Air Studios in London when the first Decatree of bottles was shipped. And they're with the B4 capsules, which are Omni capsules, Perspex Sphere capsules. And he still fondly remembers it because it's the first time that someone saw the microphone as more than just a vocal microphone, more than just a solo instrument. It's an incredible open sound, and sonically it belongs anywhere in the room, but to have a Decatree is smart application. The acoustic guitar is also exceptional. I don't see a ton of it because it was so big, but this format you'll be able to use it on acoustic guitar comfortably on any microphone stand. We're so excited with the Bottle. Actually, I was just showing a customer. The screw is going to change, the capsule screw, and it's actually going to be an improvement on the old capsule screw.
This is the old one?
This is an old body but a new capsule screw. With this capsule, you can just back the screw out and keep it in. The old ones you had to remove them. And it won't get caught on the fabric inside the case, which is a really big one too. And we're offering 3 capsules for the initial. So our first capsules will be a K67 capsule, an M7, and then a CK12 capsule. And these will be capsules that I've really enjoyed using, and they'll be the first capsule when you purchase a bottle. You get 1 capsule with it for $39.99, $4,000 retail. We're not changing. The old pricing is going to carry over. So for our old customers that were waiting for a really high-end bottle with a really high-end capsule, this is the opportunity to come in. Yeah. Big deal. That's what I've been saying. It's hard to explain it. It's like an entire microphone went away that was used on top talent, and now it's back. And it's just as it was, a little smaller, but just as it was. It's an exciting time. Japan should be shipping by October.
じゃあモンハイムのロイヤリティちょっとまだ試してないんで試していきたいと思います。ロイヤリティ、あーいいじゃん。あったかい。もうちょっとライトだな。すごい存在感。Can I do the cramp? ママもう大好きこれ。大好き。めっちゃ綺麗。あったかくて丸くて。面白なんかこれよりもロイヤリティの方が今っぽいな。ポップスクランプはちょっとクラシック感がありますね。丸くて綺麗なシルキーでクラシックロイヤリティはバキッとキャラクター強くてでも上品ででもポップス向けって感じでローのサポートがすごいいい感じです。タイトで太いもわっとしない。こっちはちょっともわっと雲の上のよう